Anyway, speaking of things that are extremely important that we need to take a moment here to speak about. So there was this extremely bizarre situation going on. In Utah, there was a monolith of some kind, some sort of structure. This was some sort of, you know, theoretically an artistic expression, though that's not confirmed. And this is, you might not know this about me, but I am a fan of the history television program Ancient Aliens. Um, I love that shit. One of my favorite things to do is getting high out of my asshole and just binging Ancient Aliens and then just suspending my disbelief. I love doing it. I love watching Ancient Aliens and then they're like, "Oh yeah, all those like, wars and plagues, those were aliens." And I'm like, "Okay, I buy it." And this is the thing about Ancient Aliens, and that I just want to get in there for all my religious friends out there, which, there are religious friends, but I just want to be very clear about this. I buy Ancient Aliens as a concept way more than I buy Judaism, Christianity, or Islam. Like, Ancient Aliens makes way more sense. It's way more like logical. It's way more feasible that Jesus Christ or God is an alien, and the people 2,500 years ago didn't know what that meant, so they just thought that they were God. Believe it, I don't necessarily believe it, but I believe that shit more than talking snakes and the Garden of Eden or whatever the fuck that dumbass bullshit says. Right, so I'm just throwing that out there. That's my precursor. Now that I've offended every religious viewer, let's read. There's a mysterious alien artifact. Is it alien or art? Utah public safety officers were stunned when they stumbled on what looks like something out of a sci-fi space film. They found a mysterious looking chrome monolith standing upright deep in a remote desert at the southeast part of the state. Isn't this interesting? I had astral travels and saw all of this corona shit in the chips like in 2012. In the chips? Hello, Maggle Sugum in the chat room. What chips are you talking about? I would love to know about the chips. This discovery took place last week as wildlife officials were flying above counting sheep in the Bighorn area. Of course, they were counting sheep. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? The monolith is about 10 to 12 feet tall, with a triangular proportions. Its exact location is not being revealed. Officials believe it might have been installed by an artist or alien who is a fan of the film 2001: A Space Odyssey, in which a monolith appears that looks fairly similar. So this happened last week. This happened, and somehow it slipped my radar. And I'm glad that there was an update to the story, which I'm about to read. The monolith is gone. This is a breaking news update, updated 1 hour ago. Breaking news update. The monolith, everybody, the monolith is gone. It's gone. It was removed. No one knows what happens. Aliens put it there. Aliens take it away. Let's read. This is ridiculous stuff. I'm tingling. My body is tingling right now. I feel like this is This is like breaking news. We're going to be talking about this shit in 60 years from now. The moment the monolith disappeared. This is crazy. A tall, silver, shining metal monolith discovered in the desert in southeastern Utah, which prompted theories of alien placement and drew determined hikers to its secret location, has now disappeared. According to the state's Bureau of Land Management. The monolith was removed by an unknown party sometime Friday night, the agency said in a Facebook post. We have received credible reports that an illegally installed structure referred to as the monolith has been removed from BLM public lands, the post said. Now, I like that idea, BLM public lands. Sign me up, right? Let's do it. Let's go. The BLM did not remove the structure, which is considered private property, which is, very uncharacteristic of BLM. Oftentimes they do remove structures that are private property, but not this time. Not this time. The monolith was first discovered November 18th by officers from the Utah Department of Public Safety's Aero Bureau. They were flying by helicopter, helping the Division of Wildlife Resources count bighorn sheep in southeastern Utah, when they spotted something that seemed right out of 2001: A Space Odyssey. One of the biologists spotted it, and we just happened to fly directly over the top of it, pilot Brett Hutchins told CNN affiliate KSL. He was like, whoa, 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 turn around, turn around. And I was like, what? And he's like, there's this thing back there. We've got to go look at it. Where is it? Right? Who knows? The location of the monolith was not disclosed because authorities said they did not want curiosity seekers to become standard in the remote landscape and need to be rescued. But of course, that didn't stop some. Several people already successfully located the monolith, tucked in a red rock slot canyon south of Moab. The trek involved driving into the darkness over rocky terrain and verifying GPS coordinates, according to 3 people who went to see it. At least one explorer got lost at first, but the trip was worth it, they said, even if the monolith wasn't the work of aliens. David Serber may have been among the very first to view the monolith in person. The coordinates to the monolith were circulating on Reddit, but none of the users could confirm they were correct. Serber volunteered to find out. The coordinates were indeed correct, and Serber eagerly shared the results of his visit with 200 Reddit users who flooded his inbox. Among his findings, the monolith wasn't magnetic or solid. He said it sounded like a cardboard box when he knocked it. He also shared step-by-step instructions for the drive out to the monolith. At the end of the day, extraterrestrial or made through artistic expression, the monolith provided an opportunity for thousands of people to rally behind something positive again, he told CNN in an email. It was a good escape from all the negativity we're experiencing in 2020. So it appears that Reddit has stolen the monolith. They've angered the aliens. So I'm just throwing this out there. This was updated an hour ago. It's totally possible that at some point today the aliens are going to attack. So I'm just letting you know, like, this is breaking news. Aliens could invade the United States or the entire world at any point. So brace for impact. Go out to the grocery store, buy some canned goods, that kind of stuff, because shit's coming. We're fucked. The aliens, we fucked with them. Now they're going to fuck with us. Anyway, I'm scared.